Boys, I can no longer trust or believe any woman on this planet. I'm being dead ass. I don't believe anything they say. It sounds strange, but I'm at the point where the moment a female opens her mouth, I'm just like, you're lying. You're lying to me. I don't believe you. She could be telling me about all the good cantaloupe at the grocery store that she found. I don't believe you. I don't believe that you even saw cantaloupe. I don't believe the grocery store had cantaloupe, actually. So I believe that you fucked a guy over by the pineapple. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? I mean, bro, I don't even know how dudes get in relationships today. How do you even get into a relationship? If the chick is over the age of 21 or 22, she's probably slept with at least, bare minimum, 15 dudes already. Probably times that by 10. No, 1,500 dudes she's probably had in her DMs on all her apps, social media apps and dating apps and all that stuff. I mean, the amount of dick pics that she's probably been sent, the amount of dicks that she's probably seen, not just in person, but on a screen, bro. Man. And you want to like buy roses at Giant. Well, Giant is a grocery store. I don't know what grocery store you have where you live, but you want to buy roses at a grocery store and like take her on a date and stuff and like make little dating app profiles that say like, you know, your favorite TV show was Game of Thrones, but you hated the ending. And like, you just need somebody that can understand that and who you can talk with about, you know, Interstellar or something. Like, bro, what are you doing? Why? This whole system is like, you can't do nothing with it. All these women, you can't even believe anything that they say. You get in a relationship, how many dudes you been with? What's your body count? Oh, it's like 4. No, it's not. That's a lie. What? Why would you accuse me of lying? You're accusing me of lying? Yeah, I'm accusing you of lying. You're a liar. You've barely known me for 5 minutes. We just sat down. We have our first drink. Yeah, I know. You're a liar. You're lying to me. How do I know that? Prove it to me. How does a woman prove that? How does a woman prove that, bro? We're fucked. We're fucked. Women have body counts of 15 plus by the age they're 20. By the time they're 25, they're in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And that's just the good ones. Like, how do I not believe that every woman out here is just a slut? Like, just undercover. I can't look at her phone. She's not going to give me her phone. But like, really what I want to say is give me your phone. When we sit down to a date, I take her to, well, I'm not even going to date. I'm not taking you anywhere. But if I was one of these cuck dudes that's just head in the clouds, no idea what's going on, making dating app profiles, saying that he loves the Outer Banks in September, and that's his best trip of the year. But if I was that dude, God help him. You know, if I took her on a date, I would just want to immediately before saying anything, before even asking her name, I don't even need to know your name. Just give me your phone. Unlock it. Give me it. If a woman won't do that, I'm not dating her. I'm not gonna be with her, bro. I'm not gonna be with her. I don't believe in phones, bro. I don't believe women should have phones. There, I said it. I don't believe women should have phones. Should they drive? Probably not. Freedom of movement? I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. Freedom of movement means freedom of movement onto dicks. When she came home late the other night, or when she had to leave immediately because her best friend was going through a real tough work experience, she had a tough day at work, bro, that was just the toughest ride of her life. That was the toughest, just absolute railing that she's ever had in her life. That's what she actually meant. How can you trust any of them, bro? They're all just lizards. I swear, bro, they're all lizards. They're just demonic lizards that are like underneath this skin suit that's just, they're so fucking hot. But you can't trust them. You can't trust them, bro. They're demons. We need to take away their phones. I'm convinced. They shouldn't have access to the internet, bro. They shouldn't have access to the internet. I mean, it's a sad reality, isn't it? It's a sad reality. Like, what are you going to do? And most of these young women, they have no personality, so like you kind of have to pick. Do you want a young woman that's probably just has a better chance of having not been railed by 20 dudes 50 times each, but she really has no personality and she hasn't learned anything about the world and she's immature and she's just stupid?
The house one night, and we were talking, and he started laughing. He said, "Aaron, what do you think women's liberation was about?" And I said, I had pretty conventional thinking about it at that point. I said, I think it's about women having the right to work, getting equal pay with men, just like they won the right to vote, you know? And he started to laugh. He said, "You're an idiot." And I said, "Why am I an idiot?" He said, let me tell you what that was about. We, the Rockefellers, funded that. We funded women's lib, you know? And we're the ones who got all over the newspapers and television, the Rockefeller Foundation. He says, and you want to know why? He says, there were two primary reasons. And they were, one reason was we couldn't tax half the population before women's lib. And the second reason was, now we get the kids in school at an early age. We can indoctrinate the kids how to think. It breaks up the family. The kids start looking at the state as the family, as the school, as the officials, as their family, not as the parents teaching them. And so those are the two primary reasons for women's lib, which I thought up to that point was a noble thing. You know, when I saw their intentions behind it, where they were coming from when they created it, the thought of it, I saw the evil behind what I thought was a noble adventure.